Have you ever had lucky underwear? Some type of like clothes that you wear, and when you wear it, you feel like you're just luckier. Like maybe people come up to you more. You just like, you get the right response that you're looking for from people, or you get like, you're in the right place at the right time for the right parking spot, or you hit every green light or something like that, and you're like, oh, I'm wearing this lucky underwear, this lucky shirt, and every time I wear it, good shit happens. I used to have this green shirt, and it was like it was a bright green shirt, and it had something to do with being lucky and being Irish. And I remember I used to wear it all the time, but I would wear it anytime I would go to do something where I wanted to be lucky. And I found that it would work. And I was recently looking more into this. I've been actually having more of these ideas lately about enlightenment and understanding what that is. There's this YouTube documentary, it's called Samadhi. It's like an hour long, it's got like 5 million views. And it's all about, Samadhi's like all about this thing that's not really a thing that we try to understand. It's like non-duality, understanding. In actuality, when I talk about a lot on my channel about enlightenment, because I'm so enlightened and everything, I talk about how everything has no built-in meaning other than the meaning you give it. All right? So there's like this neutral thing. Everything in reality is pretty neutral. Like this thing right here, this is like an incense holder, okay? It's a neutral prop. Has really no built-in meaning. We might all agree that, hey, if you put like incense in here and you light it, it has a beneficial use, but it has no built-in meaning other than the meaning we give it. But if you give someone who maybe like used to get spanked with one of these when they were kids, they probably think that this is a very negative thing because of that. I remember when I was growing up, I got hit with a spatula. There was like this huge fucking spatula that had like this huge thing like this, and it was the closest thing that was around when you know my story and everything. I know you guys have heard it, like the whole ex-stepmom thing. But anyways, one time, or a few times, got beat with a spatula. So now every time I walk by my drawers, it's like dun 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 in my kitchen. But there's this negative connotations that we might have towards that. But the negative connotations comes from, it's actually a neutral thing. It's just a freaking spatula. My brother got hit with a flip-flop. A flip-flop, freaking flip-flop, or a belt. I remember getting the belt when I was growing up too. Don't hit your kids, okay? Psychological warfare is just as worse. But anyways, we have these associations around these things that are completely neutral. And we look at them and we're like, this is what that means. But a lot of times the things that things mean come from past experience, like things that happen when we're kids and stuff like that. And now we're maybe afraid of flip-flops, or maybe we're afraid of spatulas. They're just neutral things. Can we just love on the spatula or the flip-flop? Can we not see the benefit of the flip-flop being able to go on the feet and we can just like walk around in it, you know? And it's like protecting the bottom of our feet from like the really harsh planet Earth. Just kidding. Love you, Gaia. I'm around right now. Look at Mother Gaia. She's all around us. Oh my God. Can you guys feel her energy? I just really wanted to show you my pool. I was like sitting over here. I'm like, does everyone know that I have a pool with a waterfall? I was like, I have to show everybody. Just kidding. Or am I? Anyways. Okay, so we're talking about everything is no built-in meaning other than the meaning we give it. Your lucky underwear, I'm sorry, but your lucky underwear is only lucky because you believe it's lucky. It's a permission slip. Bashar talks a lot about this. Imagine everything in life is like a form of permission slip. It's giving us permission to feel and to be a certain way. I know like Pacquiao, he's a boxer. He has like a certain hotel room that he stays in when he goes to when he fights. And there was this one time he didn't stay in that hotel room and he lost. So the meaning that he gave to this whole experience of him losing the boxing match, you want to know what it was? Because he slept in the room that wasn't his room he normally stays in, that's why he lost. If you look at UFC fights, yes, I watch UFC. I know it's not the most high vibrational thing in the world. I know that. But boy, do I like watching it. I'm going to watch some tonight. And you want to know what some of the great fighters do? They do these weird little rituals. John Jones, or a lot of them, they'll go into, he does this ritual where he goes and he beats people. No, but he does this ritual thing. If you know UFC, then you know what that's regarding. But anyways, he does this thing where when he goes into the UFC octagon thing, and they do this thing where they like crawl in, some of them, or some of them like kiss the floor, or they feel it, like they're like feeling Mother Gaia or something like that. And what is that? That's an anchor. You guys want to know what else an anchor is? My name is Aaron, and I help people expand their consciousness. That's just a freaking anchor. It gets me into state. It's a permission slip that I use. Also, I guess it's science because it's an association. When I go like this, expand their consciousness. Guess what? It's like I guess it's something to do with my physiology that gets me into the moment. Anyways, the key and the point of this video is like, okay, so when I've studied enlightenment from what I understand and what I intellectually analyze enlightenment to be from my very high pedestal that I sit on as a YouTuber, is that, first off, I'm not enlightened. I mean, I am not enlightened. Can an am even be enlightened? This is what I wrote down on my iPad yesterday. I said, is enlightenment a verb or a noun? Or is it a pronoun? Or is it, what kind of part of the English language is the meaning to enlightenment? That's what I was trying to figure out. Because what Osho says, who was supposedly enlightened before, I don't know, all the stuff that happened with Osho, he said that enlightenment is not something you can attain, it's a realization. So in a way, what if we're all enlightened, but the dream, the hypnosis that we've been under, is that we're so conditioned by society and we're so on this hamster wheel of trying to become successful and trying to like get somewhere we're not, that it keeps us out of this moment. What if enlightenment is just simply the present moment? That's it. What if enlightenment is being present to the moment? I remember I was like really looking into enlightenment, like what is it? And I think it's like if you unlearn everything you've learned and you're just present to the moment, you treat every moment as if it's a new moment, and you don't bring memory into the present moment, then it's like you're enlightened. That's what I heard Sadhguru say in a YouTube video, okay, so it must be true. But what if, I remember one time I went to a Bashar like conference thing, and I asked Bashar, like, what are the belief systems of enlightened people? Like Jesus and Buddha, what were their belief systems? He's like, they did not, what he said they didn't really have belief systems. And I'm like, what? Beliefs create reality. I don't understand. Please explain, Bashar. And what he said is, they know, the thing with enlightenment is they know thyself. They know thyself. Maybe what do they know? Maybe it's more of an unknowing. But it's like they know themselves, so they're able to let go. They know themselves instead of belief, but maybe what they know is that like they're a part of the divine source consciousness. We're all eternal spiritual beings living this illusory reality, so they know it's an illusion, so they're able to do cool shit. Like an Autobiography of a Yogi with Paramahansa Yogananda, he was around enlightened dudes that could do some pretty cool shit. One guy was 400 pounds and didn't eat anything. You could think he's enlightened. Maybe he just has a very slow metabolism. Did you think of that? He's like, he doesn't eat anything, but he's 400 pounds. Like, why would he choose that? But maybe he's transcended food. It could be that he just has a slow metabolism, though. That is a potential reality here. But if everything is, if reality is an illusion, then maybe like these enlightened people, because he also had cool enlightened stuff where like, one of it, he left like the back door unlocked, and his yoga, his like guru guy, Sri Yukteswar, like had a homeless guy go in and steal his cauliflower or something like that. It was kind of weird, to be honest. Like, it's a weird twisted sense of humor. I can get with it though. I think it's kind of cool. But anyways, back to the moment, back to the present moment. What if the reason they can do cool shit is because they know reality is an illusion, and they're able to then like do cool stuff like that? And but one of the important parts of this is realizing that reality is an illusion. Reality is kind of like a game, and you can hack the game. Not like in PS4 or whatever when you're playing San Andreas and like you can have like tanks that just appear out of nowhere. Maybe that's like the next level of our reality. Is like that's 5D. 5D is you push X, 0, 0, back right 2, and guess what happens? You don't have 5 stars where there's a whole bunch of policemen coming after you, and you could like do whatever you want and just shoot that, shoot. It's kind of a violent way to go about it, actually. But I do believe that beliefs create reality, right? So whatever you believe to be true is being reflected back to you. Everything is fundamentally neutral other than the meaning you give it. And that a lot of what will change our life the most is letting go of shit, letting go of like the past story about who we are, letting go of also the rigidity of like, this is the way reality is. And as we let go, guess what? We let in a completely new reality. So it's like letting go of the believing everything's so heavy and serious, and allowing stuff to be simple. Okay, can we just allow it to be simple? And can we just be present to the moment? And when I was asking Bashar the question about enlightenment as well, he always says this thing is like, are you following your excitement as far as you can follow it until you, like, basically his thing is like, follow your excitement, follow your passion. I'm like, so you're telling, I was like, what's the quickest path to enlightenment, Bashar? And this is like in front of 100 other people, at one of his events. And he's like, well, do you know the formula? And I'm like, you're telling me the formula. It's called the formula. You follow your excitement as far as you can find it, and then like until you can follow it with no expectation of the outcome. Like, it's this whole thing, right? I'm like, how is that the answer for enlightenment? But what if that's what enlightenment is? It's just like being totally okay with this present moment, being here, meow. And then what? You're here now, you're enjoying the present moment, you're following your passion. Maybe the enlightened gurus, their passion was like this sense of non-self. Finding that was their thing. And that's why a lot of things I like to teach is like letting go of attachment. Letting go, because attachment equals the root of all suffering. Buddha said it, okay, so it must be true. At least we think he said it. Did he say it? Or is it just stuff that was written in a book? How do we know any of this stuff even existed? Anyways, I know this is videos getting, let me know if you want just more raw videos like this where I just kind of share stuff like this, the ideas that are going through my mind. I'm at my house right now just chilling in my backyard, and there's my pool again. You guys think I'm cool? Can you guys like this video? Please give me some validation. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because if you subscribe then you'll see more videos like this. Comment below and let me know if you want more videos like this, because I really need your validation and it really makes me feel good. And anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I love you. Please like this video. I'm just kidding. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Peace.